hip-hop culture with DJs and singing graffiti art are expressed every day within the inner cities of America and the world. You are not doing hip-hop, you are hip-hop.
Oh, man. Okay, so obviously I've already started sipping on something because it's 100 episodes. Can you believe it? I didn't even catch it until late last year, like in December. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm about to hit the 100 what? So yes, I'm excited about this 100. I've got confetti. That truly is confetti. I got that. And this is going to be, I believe, a fun episode in my opinion. I think it's going to be a fun episode. So I'm excited about this 100th episode. And let me just go here and say this. The very first episode, I remember, because it was a really good one, we talked about money. We discussed money and marriage. And the book I talked about was I Can't Afford to Marry You. And it focused on financial infidelity, which is like one of the number one reasons people get divorced, hiding money and things. And personally, if you're hiding money, y'all got to talk about something. So there is that. But let's talk about money, shall we? Because this happens. This happened just a few days ago. So there is this new idea about how American families can stretch the dollar, like what they can do. Now, I'm gonna say this really quick. I understand how to make a meal with beans and rice. Been there, done that. I get it. Pasta, I get it. A casserole, I get it. But this, okay, let's dive in, shall we? Okay. So Brooke Rollins, keep in mind, this is the same chick who told us last year to just, if the cost of eggs was too expensive, just get some chickens. Like, get some chickens in your backyard and get your own eggs. But she says, we've run over 1,000 simulations. It can cost around $3 a meal for a piece of chicken, a piece of broccoli, a corn tortilla, and one other thing. So there is a way to do this that actually will save the average American consumer money. Ma'am, when's the last time you went to the store? Not for this interview, but really went to the store. A piece of chicken, a piece of broccoli. Is that just like one little flowerette? Is that it? Like, is that? And a corn tortilla, a corn tortilla. Now, as a person who volunteers with the food bank, I know how much it costs them to prepare a meal for a family, like for a person. So I've seen the numbers and it wasn't $3. I know that much. Even if you let's just look at the math, shall we? Let's go to class, shall we? Even if a family could hit that $3 a meal, 3 times 3 is $9 per person. You got a family of 4, that's $36 a day. And over a month, that's $1,080 for bare bones food. Keep in mind that this doesn't even match the calories you need to be like healthy. This is way under. I want to say when they ran the calories, we're talking like 400. It's under 5. And last time I looked, you need like what, 2,000? Something like that. We didn't even take into account what you're cooking that chicken with. So are we not doing seasonings? No salt, no pepper, no garlic powder, no paprika. Mrs. Dash, even if it's an off-brand Mrs. Dash, do we not have olive oil? Like, how we cooking this? Like, how we seasoning this? Like, how we doing that? I don't know. I'm still trying to get my chickens so I can get my eggs to bring down the cost of eggs. I still need to get my chickens. But we're gonna have We're gonna have a lot of conversations today, as we do. Why? Because this is our 100th episode. I'm super excited. Let us get into it. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes. Hello, people. How goes it? It's 4 o'clock. It's time for Girl Listen. This is our 100th episode. So if you're watching either on Facebook, no, we're not on Facebook. No, I'm not doing it because I stopped doing that. But we are watching on LinkedIn. We are watching on YouTube. So shout out to all of you, whether you're watching now or in the replay. Welcome. Hello. Happy to have you here. I am Gwendolyn, GR Houston. Check. I'm excited. Today is the day, people. Let me get to some of these comments because I need to get in some of these comments. Hey, David is here. Howdy, he says. Howdy. Hello, sir. It's good to have you here. Hello. Sis is here. Hello. Good to have you here, Jessica. Ron Foster, the husband, is here. Congratulations, work wife. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I really do. And wait a minute. I'm looking at this other screen. It looks kind of weird. My face is chopped off. Let me fix that. Okay. Let me keep going. We have the Black Eighth Element, who is the genius behind the theme song, the jingle. It's not really a jingle per se, more of a theme, but he's behind it. Thank you, Black Eighth Element. Glad to have you here. And she says, hello, Melanhead, and hi, Bugface. Yes, I know she's lying. That isn't even going to do nothing but piss somebody off. That's bare bones, people. I can tell you that with the food bank, $10 used to go a lot further. It does not anymore. It does not. So if the food bank is feeling the pinch, I know $3 ain't it. And a piece of chicken, a piece of broccoli, a corn tortilla, and something else. Well, what's the something else exactly? Like, where exactly is that something else? Like, what kind of meal is that? I'm just trying to understand. Like, wait, what? Yeah. Bring the receipts. Yes, I want to see them. I want to see the receipts. I want to see the grocery receipts on how that really works. Hey, it's Chris. Hey, hello. Thank you. I'm loving this. And Bryson is here. Well, what do you know? All right, now let me do this, people. Let me do this because I want to make sure I get all my things in. First of all, I am still rocking the green. We're doing all things green this year. And these beautiful glasses, my readers, they're from Blitz Optical because she keeps me styled. I appreciate it. She can style you too. She does it virtually. She's done things virtually. And she also has 2 stores in Dallas. So you want to check her out. But it is 100. And so I've got a collection of confetti here. Where do I want to start? I'm going to go with this one. So can we talk about the 100? That's just interesting. I'm assuming it played. I hope it did because it didn't show me anything. Gwendolyn got nothing on her screen. I was like, is it playing? I hope it's playing. All right, let us pop the first one. And yes, I checked it. It really is confetti. As Mr. Jack said, you have yet to learn. You're right, Mr. Jack. I have yet to learn. Gwendolyn's going to keep doing some things. I am about my confetti. So I'm going to back up. Make sure I don't knock anything. All right. I don't even know what to say. Let's just pop it. Uh-oh. Is it broken? No way, it's broken. I got a busted popper. Well, hot dog. Well, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks. Oh, no. Oh, let me try another one. Let me see. Can I get this one? Uh-oh. We may have some duds. Oh, no. Okay, there it is. Oh, you know what? Let me tell you about confetti poppers. And this is why I miss Party City. I had no problems going into Party City, getting the popper that worked for me. This little guy, oh my God, he's like really busted. That sucks. Oh yeah, he's not popping at all. Ain't that something? And he came in a pack of 3. It's a good thing because I got a dud. That sucks. Okay, well, whatever. Let me get back into it because this is 100. I'm excited about it. Got my wine. What am I drinking? Hold on, people. Hold on. I am drinking today Pure Noir. Celebrate. This is their sparkling wine. This is their sparkling wine. Actually, is it? No, take it back. It is their sparkling wine, but it was made in the champagne method. They are out of Houston, Pure Noir, Black-owned wine brand. And they also have a tasting room in Houston downtown and also in Dallas, Texas. So if you're a wine person, you can join their wine club. I'm in their wine club. I get 3 bottles 4 times a year. I know. It just helps. It just helps versus trying to like go out there and do things. So let me catch back up. Girl, let me tell you real quick. I had to get cute for y'all today. I had to get cute because I was like, I can't come on here and do 100 and not be cute. So put on a little color on the face, but yes. Black Ace Element says you can't buy a pack of Now and Latest with $3 damn. Man, it's different out here. It is different. I don't know who they're trying to feed and what that comes from. It is not, I just got pissed. I was like, what? Because it's just 2 of us that I'm buying groceries for, and it is expensive. It's expensive. As I told you guys last year, I went back to frozen orange juice concentrate because it's cheaper than getting the gallon of orange juice. I mean, it's just, and even then that's still like $3.50 for frozen OJ. Hey, Dr. Tachi is here. Thank you for the happy 100. And she said, Mr. Jack will never understand. He won't get it. I just hate that like the popper was not, it was just a little, and you guys know I'm here for the confetti. Like, like this did not deliver. And she was like, that was all right. Wasn't it quiet? Okay, hold on. Let me pull out this one. Now we had this one last week too. Was it last week? Week before last? I don't even remember because the time just goes by. But I'm going to try this one again. Okay, so let me try this one. Hold on here. Ooh, Lord have mercy. If I ever have a heart attack on screen, you know why, because I keep doing these things and it's, oh, oh my God. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I feel better now that I got streamers and whatnot all over. I feel better now. That's what I'm talking about. I need, hold on. I need some ambiance. I need the ambiance. Yes. Party City, were like the pyrotechnics. They had the best collection and I miss them. Oh, thank you. The face is facing. I know. I have my moments. This is one of those. Hey, oh, wait a minute. Hey, GNC Sports Talk is here. Thank you for being here, sir. As she says, orange juice from concentrate tastes like sadness and struggle. Well, Dr. Tachi, let me tell you now, I grew up on frozen orange juice concentrate. Okay? Because, back in the day, in the 70s, we had to do what we had to do. Now, I will say this, the HEB brand is really good. So I'm just going to say it. And yes, that was a much better pop. There was a much better pop. He said, you're in Texas, reload. Thank you, sir. All right. Can we let's get back into it because I want to say this. So next week, I have Ms. Alice Harvey. She's coming back. We're going to talk about Project 2025 and 26, but what it means for Black lives, because there is a cost to all of these policies. It is real. She was here back in 2024 discussing this. I am so excited to have her come back and share and update with all of us. And there's a big impact when it comes to women. Like, I don't know. People hate women. I don't understand. Women are cool. I mean, we got whatever. Let me keep moving. But be here next week is a special too. It's at 5:00 Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. So we're doing a special. It's going to be a really good one, from warning to reality, because we are living it. But let me get into some futuristic things. Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember this from The Fifth Element? Okay, so remember The Fifth Element. If you are a movie person, The Fifth Element, there is the chick who's the receptionist, and she's changing her nails and stuff, right? And I thought, man, wouldn't that be cool if we could just put our nail like a little box and change the nail color? There was even that part in The Fifth Element where she put on makeup by Chanel by putting this mask up to her face. And to go even further back, do you remember in Total Recall, the original? I was getting that man, calm down. I was getting that, hold on. In Total Recall, when she was tapping her finger to change the colors. Okay, this is real, people. This is Eye Polish. This debuted this year at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. Thank you for holding me accountable, sir. I was getting that. I got, we know movies. We know movies. But this is Eye Polish. They unveiled a press-on acrylic nail that can change colors on command using a small electronic pulse. There is a video out there on YouTube, so you got to go check it out. So they can go through any of the shades in the app. It is for both Android and iOS. The nail will change colors in about 5 seconds. No polish, no remover, no drying time, no chemical smell. You have up to 400 colors. Starter kit is $95. I was like, wait a minute. Who knew? So you get, for $95, 2 wands. You get 2 nail sets, 1 wand. You can get replacement nails for $6.50 each. And the shipping starts June 2026. That is what they're saying. Would you do it, ladies, or those who wear nails? Let me not say it like that. But would you do it? Because I saw this and I said, wait a minute. That's from, personally, I know it came from Total Recall first, because it was a receptionist changing her nails, but she was tapping her nails. But in Fifth Element, she was actually putting them in the box and it changed her nails. So, but I think I might have to get down. I am not an acrylic nail person. I'm not a press-on nail person, but I do like tech. I do like trying new things. I can see myself actually doing this. Would it not be the coolest thing though? I mean, I thought it'd be cool. Jess says, I don't wear nails, but that is too weird for me. Really? You don't think, really? I thought it was cool in the movies. And now we're seeing those things in the movies come into real life. I'm stoked. I actually saw this from a video from CES. Yes, I think it's pretty cool if you wear press-ons. Yeah, if you wear press-ons. Now, the young lady they had on the Today Show who did it, her press-on nails were not shaped. They looked like press-on nails. Now, I'm hoping that we can shape these press-on nails, because that whole rectangle flatbed thing, that wasn't cute. But I love the idea of being able to change my nails whenever I feel like it. And you have over 400 colors, $95, 2 sets of nails, and you get your wand. You get your glue, there's a top coat, some prep tools, but that's not bad. I think it's pretty cool. Lisa says, hello to Lisa. I don't think you wouldn't do it. Really? What? I really thought this would land well with people who love nails. Oh, I love the idea. All fun and games until you lose a finger. Well, okay, I don't know if you're going to lose a finger from it. I don't think you could. I mean, I am tempted to purchase. I'm already searching to see if I can do a pre-order, because I want to try it. I don't do press-on nails. I don't do that. But I will do things for tech. I will go out for tech. As David says, flying cars, Justin, they keep trying all kinds of flying things, but it's not jiving. I would love a better robot. If we can get that, I would get that. Not a whole finger. Yes, I guess a whole finger. if you can, go on YouTube, look at the video, because it's a really cool video in my opinion. I thought it was cool. There were a number of cool ideas this year at CES. There's always something coming out. What can I tell you? And, for those of us who follow tech, CES is always that one show that gets really, really big, right? Because all the ideas come out there. Some of these ideas will never see the light of day. They will never see it. Some of them are actually real. This is one of the real ones. And there was hold on, I got streamers in my way here. Okay. Some of them are ready to be sent to market, right? And some of them are still like those concepts. But that's the whole deal of CES, is to see what's possible. Some could use an attitude changer. You know what? That might be me. I take it. That might be Gwendolyn. It might be. Real quick though, on this CES idea. And I really thought that would land well. I love the idea of being able to change nails. There's also this super ergonomic chair that looks like the spine of humans, right? So like the human skeleton spine, and it morphs to your body as you sit in it. It's got some crazy like mechanical piston. I have not checked the numbers on that one. My gut says it's going to be crazy expensive, but I would love a more truly ergonomic chair that is shaped from the base of the head all the way down. I was like, ooh, that's fancy. Because right now I'm doing like, I got the whole like lumbar support thing, but even with that, I still need like a little pillow, one of those lumbar pillows in my chair. So, when you sit a lot or even stand, you're kind of like, and I don't want to hunch over. So that chair also caught my attention. Dr. Tashi says, I always want to go. Me too. I want to go to CES, but it's just a few months before NAB in Vegas. And I usually default to that conference instead. But next year I might have to see. I would love to go to CES. I would love to do it. I was like, man, because there's so many cool things there. Right? So many cool things. One more thing that I'm going to talk about before we go to our next topic here, as time is flying, but I'm okay today. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Congratulations to Shine and bring us this awesome content. Here's to 100 more. Yes. If the good Lord allows, I am here for it. I'm here for it. I'm going to take a turn. Let me read this up and I'm come back to that. By the way, the vertical version is trash. Nothing to do with you, but visually is awful. You know what? Here's the deal. I did notice this, which is so funny. When I am full screen, let me take this down. Let me go here. When I'm full screen, right? Because I can see both. But the moment I put up that you're watching Girl Listen, my face gets squished and it's all eyeballs. It's like, can I see what's going on? It's so weird. It is just, it's like if I show my name, it squishes my face. I'm like, I'm not feeling that. But que sera, right? We're not gonna figure that out. What can I tell you? Let me keep going to his comments. Hey, Cass is here. Yes, it is Friday. Mama, look how you coming in here late. What? I didn't even know that you weren't in here, Mother. I apologize, but you're in here late. But my mother's here. Thank you, Mother, for showing up. Hey, be well. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. As he's going back to work, we got all the hellos coming through. She said, screen looks good this way. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. One more thing I want to talk about before I go to our next topic. At CES, there was this exoskeleton that you can attach to your body. So if you're a runner, a jogger, or maybe you have some slight mobility issues, this exoskeleton that you attach to you helps you, in so many words, get more energy. So run longer, preserve the energy, you get a boost. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I don't run the way I used to because the knees, but I will say this, hold on. This is very much in line with my very next topic. I am running a virtual race. I already got my medal. I got to turn it in. I need to turn in my time. But we're running a virtual race. I might do a few more of these. This is for, I think I might do a 10K. I don't have the heart for the half marathon right now. I don't have it. I haven't worked out in a little bit, okay, since December, because I went on vacation, right? Tech disconnect. I don't have the energy or the heart to do a half marathon, maybe later this year, but I will do the 10K. 10K is like, it's 6.2 miles, because that point counts, but I can get that done. But we're talking about metals. You might know where I'm going with this. You may very well know where I'm going. Yes, we are doing all things green, ladies. All things green. I didn't put on the green eyeshadow, although I do have some. It's sort of like evergreen thing. I need to figure out how to really like rock it. I'm sure I can. I need to do a test run. Let me do a test run. I'm gonna figure it out. Cass says I almost did not make it. Oh, tech issues. Oh no. Well, we are happy to have you here, Cass. It's always good to have you in the building. When there is a will, there is a way. You know what? That's a perfect segue, because when there is a will, for some people, there is definitely a way. And I want to talk about, in my opinion, the donkeys of the day. And I love a good donkey. I really do. Mm-hmm. All right, let me talk about this, because this right here, I'm sorry. Dr. Tachi. Yes, it is. You know me so well, Dr. Tachi. Let me talk about this really quick. And I don't even know how to talk about it and not just say, what the what? Like, what the what? Now, this young lady, Machado, God bless her. I know that we can do whatever our heart desires. I know we can. I get it. However, sometimes when you do things, it can come across as if you don't really stand for what you supposedly stood for. Like, prime example. Okay, so I have this medal. I've got a whole wall of other medals that I have earned. And then I even got this medal from like high school, right? Little high school medal here. My little high school medal, my salutatorian, I got it, yeah, right. But you have to work to earn these things, right? I'm looking at my degrees on my wall, and I'm just gonna say it. Just because you want something and someone gives it to you does not mean is that you like actually have it or earns it. It's just so Machado decides to she decided to give her Nobel Peace Prize to Cankles, and I have to use, because I don't really like the trolls, to Cankles. And I looked and said, okay, so there's a reason why you are not leading Venezuela. There's a reason why you are not the leader of Venezuela. If this is how you do things, if this is how you rock, ma'am, you ain't got it. You not ready. You not ready. Plain and simple. That's my first thought. That's my first. Oh, she's talking about the Verizon. Yes, that should have been cleared up. Should have been. That's the first. That's the first. The second thing, though, is I don't even know how any person who didn't rightfully earn something accepts it and has the biggest, cheesiest smile. I don't get it. So I'm about to go on a very quick soapbox moment, because I need you all to hear where I'm coming from. Now, as a Black woman in the US, we have always had to, in so many words, tread lightly, because at any point in time, anything can happen to us anywhere. So this is not, what's happening here is on a whole other level, but it's not new to the Black community and probably to other communities that have melanin. It's not new to us. But the United States, last time I checked, we're on the human rights watch list. Human rights watch list. The United States is. I have to pause for that, because we were not that country. We were not one of the other countries that do those things, that put their citizens at risk. And we are now on the watch list in regards to human rights. I want you to understand that. Okay? We have multiple examples of families being torn apart, being kept in cages, people being disappeared, U.S. citizens being detained, U.S. citizens being blinded, U.S. citizens being murdered. Okay. That's where we are. That's where we are. So when you do those things, it's really hard to be the pot called the kettle black when you're doing that and assuming that you would get a peace prize for causing mad chaos and destroying families and lives. Like, I don't get it. Terrorizing U.S. cities, you don't get kudos for that. You don't. Sorry. Especially when even right now we are deciding that we need to have Greenland. One way or another, we're going to get Greenland. Because that's what you do. You take your allies and you decide, I'm going to take this. And if you don't agree with me, I'm going to throw more tariffs on you because you're not on my side. That's not how you get peace. So let me go to the comments, and then I'm going to continue with my thoughts. I'm also known as the Bama of the Week. Yes. Donkeys of the Week, Bama of the Week. Just do not be it, I tell you. And it's not great. It says waffles. But let me, can we just focus on that really quick? Because the amount of pride of getting someone else's award, this is the same thing when you go to some of those estate sales. And we have seen some professional athletes have to sell their rings, their awards, what have you. It's like that. You got it, but you don't have it. Like, you didn't really get one. You didn't get one. It's just, yeah. It's interesting. She said, "Oh my God, that donkey. Like them, but do not be like them." Just made that one. She's canceled. Yes, she is. It follows that she probably never stood for what she purports to stand for in the first place. That's my point. Because here's how I see it. Now, if I'm wrong, check me. I'm okay being checked. But there was her getting the award. There were hints of, wish I could have that award. And then it was like nothing. And then you go in, you snatch up some other dude. And in your head, you thought, oh, well, maybe he'll put me in. But because he didn't get my award, he didn't put me in. So I'm going to give him my award, hoping that maybe he'll put me in. That's how I'm thinking. She's thinking it might go down. Look. Disappointed. Even the committee is highly disappointed. They've also said once an award is given, it cannot be revoked, right? So her name will be in the books forever and ever. Amen. Her name's in the books, but the award can't be transferred. Like, this is it. Like, you just because you got it on your wall does not mean. And I'm gonna also say this. I cannot help but think that there is this want to be like President Obama. I cannot help. There is like this thing where you want so badly to have everything he has. You want the swagger, you want the love, the admiration, you want all of that. I mean, I don't know. You want the same awards. That's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm a little off kilter. I'm not going to use the word crazy. Maybe I'm a little off kilter. Maybe I'm going down a rabbit hole. Could be. You mean like yes, I do. I do mean that. Lisa says, also, isn't he already the self-proclaimed president of Venezuela? So is the job even open? You know what? Yes, right? Isn't that on Wikipedia? It's on Wikipedia, isn't it? Didn't he pay them to put it on? I'm sorry. Isn't that on Wikipedia? That he's now the proclaimed president of Venezuela? I could have sworn it's there. I'm not making this up. I could have sworn it's there. Yeah. So maybe the job is not open. Maybe it's not open, Lisa. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. It's just when I look. Let me tell you how I see it. We just raised a gaggle of kids with the idea that if you just show up, you get an award, right? So you have young people who are like, well, I came to work, but you're 15 minutes late. But I came to work though, right? It's like, no, you have to earn your spot. You have to earn your accolades. You have to earn what you want. But when you're accustomed to people making up awards like FIFA, just make up awards for you to appease you because you don't have the chops to actually do it. Yeah, it's when I say ridiculous. Keep in mind that mediocre people are perfectly happy reaping the benefits they never earned. Yeah, because that smile says it all. If she can't even stand up for an award that she supposedly won, how is she going to lead a country against his tyranny? Stupid woman. Yes. When I tell you I lost all respect, I lost all of it. And I mean that. And all I can say is this is why you're not leading that country. You don't have the chops. You don't have it. You don't have it, sis. Sorry, not sorry. But it did not start with Gen Z. I do know. Isn't he silent and he's still operating off of everybody gets the trophy? Yeah. Yeah, it didn't start there. You're right. It did not start there. But that is what he's used to. Daddy, I want that paid for me. Daddy, I want to go to Wharton, get me in. He has done nothing on his own. And here's a serious side though, like a serious side. Participation trophies are back. Here is the deal though. What is it teaching the young people who are watching this? And I mean that seriously. I really do, because we act as if like we're from a different era, right? 70s baby. We had to do a lot. we learned really quick, really fast how to figure some stuff out, right? But on a serious note, when you have these messages that you should work hard, you should do this, you should earn this, you should have integrity and character and blah, blah, blah. And then you see this happening without any repercussions or consequences, what is the message there? What is the message there? That's a real question. I mean, it's rhetorical, but it's a real question, because people will see what you do and they see the response to that. That why should I be the person who does the right thing, has empathy, wants to help the fellow man, wants to help my neighbor? Why should I do that when I could just do this? I mean, how you raise your kids, how you raise your kids. But I was like, yeah. Those are my donkeys of the day. Really, it's the week, because if I hold my breath, something else will happen. So it's not a good message. It is not. It's not a good message. And this is, I don't have any words. I really don't. I don't have any words. Like when I think about when we were growing up and the careers we wanted, marketer, teacher, firefighter, carpenter, engineer, all that stuff. You ask some young folks now, it's like, well, I want to be a YouTube influencer. Do you now? I'm not knocking it. However, everybody's not built for that. Everybody's not built for it, and it's not sustainable, in my opinion, depending on where you are. Now, if you look at like a Marquez Brownlee, he was like, 13 years old when he started? 13 or so, 13, 11. He was young. Mr. Beast, if you got in early, yeah, but if you're getting in, you might get something or you might lose something. And so if it's not working for you because you have to work for it, people assume that, being on social media, being this content creator, being this influencer is like, I'm going to get on my camera, look cute, say some stuff, and then all the money will roll in. And then when that money does not roll in, when the people do not roll in, when you don't go viral, you're like, well, I don't, yeah. People, we have to be honest with our children about what's really sustainable and what's possible. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, yeah. All right. Dr. Toshi says, so many people don't realize that many of the popular YouTubers you see now have been doing videos for at least 10 to 15 years and are just now really starting to see a payoff. It's not instant. It is not instant. You got to work for this. You got to work. They have to use it as a tool to share their gifts and talented, positive, and can help others. Thank you, Cass. Yeah, this is fleeting. Now, it just so happens that in the very next few weeks, I'm going to talk about social media fatigue, because for some of us, we've been doing it for a while, right? Like, y'all remember, like, was it Yahoo Chats, AOL chat rooms? Oh man, the chat rooms. I loved the chat rooms back in the day. They were the bomb. I couldn't wait to get from school, college, and then hop into a chat room and be there all night talking to people and whatnot. Like, it was the best. So for some of us, these social networks, we've been doing it for a while, and it's gotten it's not what it was years ago. It's nowhere close. And so we are seeing some fatigue. That fatigue is real. You know, like, it's not what it used to be. She said, I've been in the content creation game since 2011. Look, do the math, people. It's been a long time for a lot of us. I am not as active as I appear to be. If we didn't have schedulers, you would probably not get content from me for, like, I don't know, a month or something. But most of my stuff is scheduled. I have to put on my calendar time to go into these networks and actually, like, comment and like other people's posts, because it's like, it becomes a job. And it's just like, it's not what it was back in the day. That's all I'm saying. We were at the library many times, have changed. You know, yes, Gwendolyn stayed in the library. I was one of the volunteers every summer. Yes, we can still do the Dewey Decimal System, okay? Truth, worth doing, pay the dues. And yes, the AOL dial-up, I'm talking about, man, like, we have been in the game for a while, for a long time. So for us, it's like, for these newbies, it's kind of like, but the feeling is different. So I am going to talk about that. I will be talking about it. So let me do this. Let me get into what's coming up. Because like I said, we're going to talk about this. Let me take down that. Simple stuff. We're going to talk about, this is 2 weeks from now, because next week we do have, again, Miss Alice coming to talk to us. But we're doing the social media slowdown, reclaiming connection in a noisy world. And when I say noisy, it is noisy out here. Oh my gosh. All the bots, all the foolish, it's insane how noisy it is. And if you're a marketer, you know, back in the day, people had to see what you were selling, like, what, 7 to 8 times, 5, 7 times. I think now I'm thinking like 10 to 12 times, because there's so much noise. You got to break through it some way, somehow. And I'm just like, God bless it. Like, seriously. Okay. So Lisa says Kai. Okay. I think it's Kai. Sintit said that he has struggled mentally because of his success. He wants to branch out now into a clothing line, but doesn't think his audience will follow him. Oh, so I'm voice speaking. The AI bots, these AI assistants, that should be its own episode, because I have one particular device that she is always peeping what I'm saying. And she's getting on my nerves. And I mean, getting on my last nerves. I was like, dude, I'm not even talking to you. Like, no one's talking to you. It's getting bad over here. Maybe it's just me. She says, just read about this. He will definitely need to cultivate new audiences to make that work. Someone will follow him, but many may not. Look, we have known for a number of years that if let's say you have a large following, You can have a large following. That does not mean that they're going to buy your $30 shirt. It doesn't mean that. It does not equate to sales. If that's the case, we all be doing it. It does not equate to sales. That's a great topic, Lisa. We'll have to bring that up. She also says that Dr. Tachi, I saw a video where he was learning words and reading, and you are right. They were clowning him when he is trying to better himself. People are losers. Oh, Lord. But this is why a lot of these young people are moving towards dumb phones, as they call it, i.e. BlackBerry. Stay tuned for that. Also, too, we got Work and Chill every Thursday, 1 to 4. You know, this time may change because it's the spring. And in the spring, I do my reading partner volunteering. I read to the babies. So that might change, but we are still there. Every Thursday, it says. Thursday, 1 to 4. And then lastly, if you are thinking about YouTube, and let me say it like this, YouTube is great if you have a business because it can be the ultimate customer service tool. But we got a workshop Wednesday, February 11th at 5:30 p.m. Central is coming up. Light camera subscribers. Make sure you check that out. Really quick for it as I get into these comments here. Hold on. She says, yes, complete losers. Cass says there's a difference between followers and supporters. Ooh, Cass, girl, you said it. Because there is a difference. You got looky-loos, and then you have folks who are actually going to support you. There is a difference there. Look what you did to your name. The machines are always on it. Lastly, though, really quick, if you want, you can get on Mature and Marvelous. It's a great newsletter. I do one a month because that's enough. So once a month, you can scan the QR code or go to JRH Jack. Hold up. What is that? Okay, there we go. Now it's clean. Mature and Marvelous. Join the email list at jrhjack.com or scan the QR code. You can get in there. And I want to make sure I shout out my friends because the conference call is back.
Hello and welcome to the Recap Show. My name is Chris Edwards. I'm here with my other two co-hosts, TJ and Rob. Every week we join you and recap one of your favorite shows. So don't forget to like our page, to subscribe, and to also hit the notification button so you can get notified every week when we drop new videos. New videos drop every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Thank you guys for watching, and we can't wait to see you guys next week.
Gotta love it. So before I leave, because we got to get out of here, I've had a great time with all of you. I do want to say I am also in my season at G Photography by G. Summer sessions, Mother's Day, Father's Day, senior sessions. Now is that time. I get it. It's spring though, right? So I know it's still winter. We're coming into spring, but the early bird does really get the best date and time. So get on that before it's too late. You've been watching Girl Listen. I am Gwendolyn G.R. Houston Jack. This is the 100th episode of this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Dr. Tachi. I've had a great time. Now, I do have one more popper, but it's not like the other popper. So I don't think I should even bother popping it. I'm not going to bother popping it. There's no point, but I will say this. Thank you all for supporting this podcast, this video podcast, this YouTube channel, supporting me and my tomfoolery. Because, I have 1,000 ideas in my head. They're all coming to life. What was that? The first time I went live, I think I had like maybe 2 people in the audience. It didn't stop me though. You gotta keep showing up for yourself. You gotta do it, right? You gotta do it. So we are going to keep coming here. We're going to keep bringing you guys really good information. Again, next week, before I forget, I want to make sure if you are available, this is a special time next week with Ms. Alice Harvey from Warning to Reality. This is the true cost of Project 2025 and 26 on Black Lives. We're going to have a great conversation next week. Believe you me, it is going to be one that you don't want to miss. But if you can't be here, you can watch the replay. That's fine. Let me get these last few comments here as Cass gives me the confetti and the applause. Thank you. No, leave that one. Who knows what powder is in there? We have put away the powder. We really have. Mother says, great show. Thank you. Thank you, Cass. I appreciate all the accolades. And YouTube was having some problems. What? It never fails. It's okay. Tech be techin'. Tech be techin'. Tech be tech. And yes, Alice. Once she told us how to say it, I can no longer just say Miss Alice. It's Alice. So I want to respect her name. Put some respect on it, right? Here's the deal. I'm going to continue drinking my champagne. I am going to go watch, what was it? His and Hers on Netflix. Is that what it is? His and Hers? I hear it's like the bomb. Mr. Jack is here. So I'm going to settle in. We're going to watch this show. And she said, no, it's all like her dad's. It's like her dad's name. We're going to settle in and watch this show. I hear it's really good. We're going to find out. But thank you all for tuning. She says yes. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Whatever you do, please be safe out there. And that is no joke. It's not. We're living in some different times right now. I get it. But if the good Lord still has you here, that means that your race is not done yet. Right? You still have some things to do on this earth. The world still needs your genius. It needs your expertise. It needs you. So show up for yourself, for your community. Be safe. And what she said? You know what? I just took off my readers list, so I can't see nothing on this screen. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on. Let me see. God dog it. I got to put my readers back on. I'm trying to be cute. She says, later, Gator. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Lisa. Yes, later, Gator. Be safe, everybody. I will see you all next week, Lord willing. Hey, it's G. Thank you for watching this episode of Girl Listen. Be sure to catch me every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And while you're here, I cordially invite you to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you all next week.